What's up, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Be on the plate. I'm your host, Mo. And no, this is not your average food channel. This is food for thought. So I wanted to share a few tips when engaging in a protest and being in that sort of environment where tempers can flare up and emotions are running high. And although majority of protests begin peacefully, they sometimes have the tendency of taking a curve and becoming a volatile sort of environment, a hostile environment. So throughout my experience and being in a few protests and a couple of riots, I wanted to share some safety tips, which are pretty much universal and when applied can be effective. Number one, before protest, familiarize yourself with the area. This is important, and why I start with this is because when protests sometimes get out of control, you don't know where to go. Sometimes the police or the National Guard or whatever authority figures are there, they tend to pretty much control the direction of where the protest is going to lead. And so when you know the area, you know how to get yourself out of that area safely and swiftly. Sometimes protests become violent and hostile, and you're trapped in the midst of it, in the middle of it. So it is important to know your surroundings, different streets or avenues where you can go to safely and get away from that sort of crowd. Number two, stay vigilant at all times. Why this is important is because not everybody that's engaging in a peaceful protest is there for the same cause that you are. There are people that infiltrate protests, and their objective is to cause a riot, incite people, and rile people up so that these peaceful marches and protests are sabotaged. Dynamics of a protest can change very quickly, and here you are stuck in the middle of that sort of situation. And also stay away from suspicious activity. Number four, maintain social distance. COVID-19, it's still in our midst. We have not overcome that yet. And we have a large groups of people that are gathering and protesting in any given area. So it is very important that you maintain your space so that you can also protect your health and allow yourself to have that maneuverability if shit was to hit the fan. Number five, wear protective eyewear and garments that can protect your skin in case of a riot ensues and there's tear gas thrown or flash bangs and the authorities are trying to take control of a crowd, or at least disperse people from that area. Tear gas can be very painful. It can disorient you a bit, and that's not a moment where you want to be disoriented. You want to be alert at all times and vigilant, as I mentioned before. Definitely wear your face mask when in large groups of people. I hope this information proves itself useful to you and you guys remain safe. Take care of yourselves. And be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Peace.